Welcome back to Tuesday. We've got welding wire now, so we can crack on. Yeah, new welding wire. Already fitted it, so I do apologise for that how-to video on how to fit. Thank you, wife, for going to pick it up from Halfords for me. So anyway, what we can do is we can now crack on with the bottom corner here and see how we get on. It is very hot today, very hot weekend, very hot days, beginning of the week. So yeah, I've got myself some liquid hydration, always best to keep liquid in, and yeah, go from there. So I'm thinking, I'm swaying now to the idea of replacing the roof. I think it'll be a good set of videos to actually show and do, and show me how I do it for the first time. So yeah, so I think we'll do that. I'm just deciding whether I should do it before or after the shot blasters. I'm thinking it'd be really good for the shot blaster to get down into these gutters, clean them up, and then I can drill out the spot welds from there. But then it's also not too much hard work, I don't think, to grind some of this off. So I think we might just do it by hand, because I think not everyone's going to have the opportunity for shot blasting, even though I know it comes to the door and stuff, but you know. Yeah, but we'll do that on another night, I think, when it's a bit cooler during the night and I can make a bit more noise. So anyway, let's get down to the A panel, inner wing, and get my tripod. Okay, you guys are in the tripod. Welcome back, Mk1. Welcome back, Stella. So, yeah. So we're just going to do this small bit first, this little triangle, and then we can make a bigger section. Just recreate the corner and go from there. So yeah, slow-mo time. Move the garage, move the camera, because I'm going to close the garage door, because I'm making quite a lot of noise on a very hot day. Hope that was exciting. I don't know if anyone spotted the near flames, the near death experience I had. I thought I could smell burning, but yeah, don't know if you guys spotted the tissue on fire. Anyway, wasted a little bit of Stella putting it out, but it does work. So yeah, there you go. Look at that. You can hardly tell. So we'll just get it over with a soft pad, and then we'll try the front end on and we'll call it here for the day, because it's damn hot. What I will do, if I don't do any more chatting, is I've got a friend selling his car, Stu, wee man. I'll put a link at the bottom to an eBay auction, but you can contact him directly anyway. But it's basically a red top Vauxhall 2-litre rear-wheel drive powered Mini, originally built by Rob at Allspeed. He made 2 of these cars. The first one he made, he rallied it, because that's what he built it for rallying, rally cross. Pretty successful. And then I think he built a second, or he did build a second one for a customer, and that's got a Cosworth lump in it now. But anyway, side by side, basically there's 2 of these. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, so it's up for sale. It's a very unique Mini. Got a good bit of history with it. I know Stuart's turned it from a race car pretty much into a fairly decent road car. I'm sure it can still do a bit more. But yeah, if you wanted a very good sleeper, very unique Mini, check out the auction that's going on at the moment. You couldn't build it, you couldn't pay someone to build it for the price he wants. Check the engine spec and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd give it a plug. I'll add a couple of videos onto the end of this, just for you to see it moving around. Yeah, if I hadn't, well, I couldn't afford it anyway, but even if I hadn't got my 4-wheel drive, I might have had it. He won't take my silly offers for it, so don't offer him silly offers, because he won't take them. So yeah, that's that. The other thing that's popping into my head, now I know I shouldn't get distracted, I've only just got back onto the Mk1, but I might at some point make up a big frame with rollers on it that goes on the ground, to mount the pickup on, because I know the pickup is sitting over there in the unit, but it's very flaky, it's just on a pallet, and I'd rather at some point at least get it strapped down to something solid so it's movable, so now the race car can move. So we might do that in the next couple of weeks at some point if I can find a bit of scrap metal to make myself a nice square base, because then I can mount both subframes on it, blah blah blah. But anyway, back to Mk1, let's wind that off and we'll call it a day. But again, check out my mate's car at the end of this videos. There you go, just a quick look from that side. Not perfect, but that's pretty good, that'll do. It'll do what it needs to do. Now I'm on the old argon mix. It's working a lot better. Obviously, all the welders out there telling me, yes, you idiot. But that's me, I'm an idiot. If you want to go see professionals, go check out some other YouTube channels. Let's see if this fits, or it's close to fitting. Just clamp that on there for now, it's not perfect, but it would do. Just need to check how much this lip that I'm building up, how far it comes down. I can't really remember now. I need to check the other cars on that. Yeah, slowly. Catchy, monkey. And the front end fell off earlier and I've dented another dent on that, so God, I'm useless. Anyway, alright, it's hot, gonna go sit in the garden, have a beer. Sorry for the short video, but yeah, check out my mate's car. If I hopefully put some videos on the end if he lets me. If not, check out the eBay auction in the description. Definitely worth a look. Alright, boys and girls and bogies. I think we've got lamb for tea tonight. Lamb. Yeah, good to be back. We're getting there. We're going to get this done.
cooked it. There's Miles, the numbnut. Hi Miles.
Hi John.
See, now this is what Saturdays used to be all about. Yeah, that's 150 quid worth of tyre is just used doing that now.